Hi, and welcome to today's quick feel-good flow. Let's get started. Stand in the center of your mat, feet placed firmly on the ground. You can wiggle your toes here a bit and work to place each toe individually down one at a time, really pressing through your heels, your big toe, your pinky toe, and feel the support of the earth. Close your eyes, roll your shoulders back, and take some deep breaths. Hands can be on your hips or by your side. Take deep, slow breaths here. Bring your hands together at your heart. Set an intention or a grateful thought for the practice. And let's begin. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Bend the elbows and then grab the hands in a bind behind your back. Chest opening here. Release. Inhale, hands overhead. Bend the elbows and bind behind the back. Head is looking up and release. Continue that flow once more, ending with your fingers interlaced behind your back. You can rock the neck side to side here, make circles. Good. Gently release the hands and bring one arm up overhead, followed by the other, doing a nice gentle side body stretch while standing. You can flow here so that it feels nice and smooth. And inhale up overhead and bring it down to our first forward fold. Rock side to side. Get your bearings in this pose. Plant the palm and open up to the right side for a twist. Continue on the other side. And rise up for a halfway lift and release. Rise up again, this time airplane arms behind your back. And release to a forward fold. Plant the palms and come into hands and knees. Drop the belly and arch the back for a few cat-cows here, remembering your breath. Good. From here, tuck the toes and send it back to downward facing dog. Walk out the legs, bending your knees, stretching out your toes and your feet. Lift one leg up, bring it forward, lower the back knee, and rise up for a low lunge here. Open up towards the front knee for a twist. Come back to center. Tuck that back toe, engage the core, and lift up that back knee. Hands can be extended out to the side or on the hips, keeping that front knee bent at a 90-degree angle. Plant the palms, step it back to plank, lower down to the belly, press up to cobra, release, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. Raise the opposite leg, bring it forward, lower the back leg, press through that front foot and back foot and rise up low lunge. Open up to the side for your twist. Breathe. Come back to center, tuck that back toe, engage the core, and lift up for a high lunge here. Really pressing through that back heel. feeling the power in your legs, and release. Step it back to plank pose. Move through your vinyasa of choice, and we'll meet in downward facing dog. From here, lift the left leg, bring it forward, twist the back leg so it's parallel to the side of your mat, and rise up for warrior two here. Arms extended out. Bring the front arm back behind, over the head, and flow it forward to rest on the front knee. So we're straightening our front leg when we take our arm back and bending it when we come to rest the elbow on the knee. Come back to center for a breath and cartwheel forward and send it back to downward facing dog. Step the next leg up and forward and rise up to warrior two. And let's do the same arm flow. Front arm extends up and behind, leg is straight, and then flows back forward, arm on the knee, on the thigh. And we're flowing here, rocking back and forth. Come back to center for a final breath and cartwheel it forward and step it back to downward facing dog. Move through a vinyasa here if you'd like. And we're in downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hands, forward fold. Let's do the airplane arm halfway lift and release. And once more. And roll all the way up to the top, planting through the feet, and begin to lift up the right knee, holding for a beat, and then extending that leg out for our warrior three pose. Really press through the back ankle, engage the core, work to level the hips, and press through your support leg on the bottom. You can slightly bend the knee. Release that and bring the right foot up in front of you, and then step the foot back down. Great job. On the other side here, lift up, and then slowly tilt your chest forward, your head forward, and bring that back leg to extend out behind you. Working on balance here. Your arms can stay on your hips, out beside you, or reach in front of you like you're gathering up all of the energy in front of you. Release that and come back down to a forward fold here. Halfway lift and release. Step it back to a downward facing dog, and then let's make our way to a seated position in the center of our mat. Tuck one foot in and extend the other leg out long. We're going to just come for a nice side body stretch here, keeping your knee bent any amount, and then doing a counter stretch behind you. Switch legs, stretch forward towards your foot, and extend it out behind you. Come down to lie on your back. Bring the knees in, rock side to side. And from here, you can massage the back, come into a happy baby pose by grabbing the outer edges of the feet, pressing up through the heels, and really stretching out those hamstrings and hips. You can release that and come to a reclined pigeon pose, rocking side to side. Switch on the other leg. And release. Take any additional adjustments that you need here. You can keep your knees bent and just rest and observe how you feel. Slowly roll to one side and push yourself up to seated. Place your hands on your knees and let's take one final breath together. Inhale and exhale. Thank you for practicing with me today, and I hope you enjoyed this feel-good flow. Goodbye.